Hello students, welcome to Learn with me. Today our lesson is about writing bibliography, which is the module 2 of your English 8 subject. To start, please turn your module to page 1 and let us read what I need to know. In this module, you will learn about the importance and the different ways of citing or recognizing the sources of information through writing a bibliography. In the process, you are able to do different activities to recognize the important parts of the sources where you can commonly get information from, such as books, newspapers, and other print and online sources. Objectives. As a learner of this module, you are expected to, number 1, define key concepts of bibliography. 2, identify the bibliographic parts of a printed or online source. 3, give importance of citing sources. And use various conventions in citing sources. Turn your module to page 2, in What I Know. To test what you already knew about bibliography writing, answer the pre-test. Read the questions carefully and choose the letter of the correct answer. Write your answers on a separate sheet of paper. Please turn your module to page 5. Writing bibliography. In this module, you will learn about writing bibliography. It is important to know about this topic to help you in your academic journey. What's in? In your past lesson, you learned about context clues and its types, which help you sharpen your word attack skills. Let us recall your knowledge by answering this short drill. Activity 1, let's review. Read the sentences carefully and determine the meaning of the underlined word through context clues. Using the same answer sheet, write only the letter of the correct answer. Note that in the activity you just answered, you came across these phrases. When doing a research or assignment, is it really important to use reliable information? Do we really need to cite the source of information? How will we do it? What's new? If you were asked to do a research work on stories of Filipino women, how will you find a reliable source of information about the topic? Will you search it on the internet or visit the library to find appropriate books? In doing so, do you closely look at the parts or details of the sources that you use? This part of the module will lead you to an initial understanding of the importance of looking at the parts or details of a source. Look at the text in your module. study, and analyze it. Now turn your modules to page 7. What is it? In the previous part of the module, you have seen an illustration of a cover page of a book and its parts. Do you think it is important to take note of these information and cite them in your research? When you do your research, you need to cite or list your sources. Whenever you take specific facts, ideas, or quotations from a book, magazine, newspaper, or other sources, you make sure to cite the source. Here are the important reasons why you need to cite or list the sources. 1. It gives credit to the authors. 2. It provides you and the reader with more information about the sources. 3. It shows the writer's credibility, referring to whether his or her sources are reliable. And lastly, it prevents plagiarism, which is an act of stealing someone else's ideas and presenting them as your own. Look at the sample text inside the box. How many sources do you see? One way of citing your sources is through listing them on a separate page of your research paper. This page is what we call a bibliography. Now it is your turn. Please read the meaning of bibliography on page 7. Great job! A research paper should contain a bibliography written on a separate page and should be located at the end of the paper. Each entry uses a hanging indentation, also known as a second line indentation. By the way, there are many styles or formats in citing or listing sources depending on the subject. The 3 main citation styles are found on the page 8 of your module. Kindly read. It is your turn. Great job! We have APA style, MLA style, and the CMOS style. In this module, we will follow the bibliography annotation standard specified in CMOS. These are the types or formats of sources of information: print and online. Print sources are sources that have been published in printed format, such as books and periodicals, while online sources refer to any materials or information taken from the internet. Other terms for online sources are electronic sources, web sources, and internet sources. Let us first study print sources. 1. Books. These are the most common and reliable sources of information. In your module, you will find the sample format of writing a book bibliography. I want you to read and understand that format. Under books, we have 3 formats: books with 1 author, books with 2 to 10 authors, and chapter in a book. Now, look at the first, books with 1 author. I want you to read the sample bibliography in your module. Under books with one author, we have the author's last name and first name, the title of the book, the subtitle, period, place of publication, in this case it is Quezon City, colon, the name of publisher, which is Cruz Publishing House, period, and then the year of publication, and we end it with a period. Next, I want you to look at books with 2 to 10 authors. I want you to read it. Next in line, we have chapter in a book. So this is how you will cite the source. You will write the name of the author, last name first, the title of the chapter, period, the name of the book, comma, the pages where you find it, period, the place of publication, colon, the publishing house, and the year of publication. Now let's move on to number 2, periodicals. These are magazines, scholarly journals, newspapers, and newsletters published at regular intervals. Publication dates are essential when citing periodical sources. Please read the meaning of journal in 2.1. This is the sample format of writing a journal bibliography. Page 9. You will find journal title, volume number, issue number, publication year, title of article, author, and page range.